Orthal G. The other G.
Yeah.
Start?
You said something about
They're doing bad.
Oh yeah, the Piper. We'll remember.
Awesome. Less black. All of a sudden, I don't like these lights. I was looking the wrong way.
It's like making a shadow on my music.
Yeah.
It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
I wonder if this is how the I think that's. And were you going to take that up the island? Okay. This is like equivalent to when the priest goes around with the incense thing, right? Yeah. Scaring away all the demons.
Here's two. Good afternoon. Let us pray. God of many names, we gather today in recognition of the fulfillment of the hopes and dreams of our graduates to educate their minds and deepen their characters. Help them to remember that who they have become is a reflection of your love and the love of those who have nurtured and cared for them along the way. May all they have learned about life at Rockford University empower them as they approach their first jobs or enter graduate school. May the words of their mentors dispel the darkness of confusion in their hearts on their toughest days and echo in their souls as they celebrate their victories in life. Foster in all of us present here today a lifelong thirst for learning and protect us from the arrogance of believing we have ever learned enough. Give us the courage and strength to live fully our values so that the gifts you have given us will be used for the good of all humankind. We ask your blessing upon our celebration today as we now weave the shining threads of our newest alumni into the rich tapestry of Rockford University. Amen. Please remain standing as the vocal collective leads us in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Jim Keeling, and it's my privilege to serve as the chair of the Board of Trustees of Rockford University. On behalf of our entire Rockford University Board, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to our 164th Commencement Ceremony. Graduates, your hard work is rewarded by this special day. I ask that you look around at these beautiful, historic surroundings. They are totally fitting for your graduation ceremony. Take a moment to mark this occasion in your minds. It is indeed your time to be proud. Parents and friends, thank you for your support of these remarkable students. Your contributions to their success is also celebrated today. Graduates, along with your own families and friends, the Rockford University family is very proud of you. We offer our collective and sincere congratulations to all our graduates today. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Eric Fulcomer, President of Rockford University.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here with us today as we celebrate this momentous occasion. Thank you also to Professors Elaine Sharp and Tim Adams, bagpiper William Spivey, and the Rockford Area Brass Quintet for contributing to our ceremony with words of inspiration and beautiful music. Joining me on the platform today are Elaine Sharp, who provided the invocation, Dr. Mary Weeks Baxter, Andrew H. Sherratt, College Professor, Professor of English, and Faculty Chair, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Jim Keeling, Dr. Michael Mahalio, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and Bern Sundstedt, alumnus from the class of 1977, Vice President for Institutional Advancement, who will address our graduates today. It is customary at our commencement ceremonies to honor retiring faculty members who have met certain requirements by conferring upon them Faculty Emeritus status. Dr. Mahalio.
Dr. Fulcomer, at this time, I would like to present to you Dr. Jules Gleicher, Professor of Political Science for Faculty Emeritus status. Professor Gleicher, your incredible 42 years of teaching and service to the university and its students is simply impossible to quantify. Generations of young and eager minds have been enriched not only by your impressive command of your discipline, but perhaps even more so by your impressive humanity. Beloved and revered by your students and colleagues alike, you have set and met the highest of standards to which all educators should aspire to achieve. It is our distinct honor to recognize you today for your incomparable dedication and meritorious service.
Dr. Gleicher, by the power vested in me by the trustees of Rockford University, I am pleased to confer upon you the title of Professor Emeritus of Political Science with all of the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. I also want to recognize and congratulate Professor William Lewis, Associate Professor Emeritus of Accounting, and Professor Hank Espenson, Professor Emeritus of Accounting, who have elected to receive their certificates outside of the ceremony. Today, we welcome one of our own to provide our commencement address, Mr. Bern Sundstedt. When Bern first arrived on campus in 1973, he moved into Talcott Hall, then to Lathrop, where I understand his room became quite the gathering place. The bonds formed in that room proved to be the beginnings of lifelong friendships, new relationships, and invaluable connections which would set the course for what was yet to come. If you would have asked 18-year-old Bern then that in 45 years he thought he would be here to speak to the class of 2018 about the bond he had formed with his college, and now that so distinctly defines him, I doubt that he would have believed it. Over the course of the past 4 decades, the better part of 171 years of intimate knowledge of the university, its hundreds of alumni, facts common and odd, dates related to the old campus and new, presidential terms and their legacies, of traditions gone by, of faculty accolades, tales of folklore, and so much more have woven themselves into Bern's very being. Each and every bit of information has been internalized, massaged, and then delivered to provide texture and color to our story so we may better understand what makes a legacy and a lasting impact that it has on all of us. His ability to bring to life in vivid color and with a beating heart the very essence of Rockford University, whether that be done through powerful word or, when needed, lighthearted song, is unrivaled. He is his own worst critic, never satisfied that the totality of what is being portrayed is complete enough, detailed enough, or worthy enough to truly encompass all of the nuances of the institution and the people that he loves so dearly. The other true love of Bern's life, Cindy, is here with us this afternoon, and she is always there to support him and to provide her cunning wit to keep him honest. Of course, they met and fell in love while both undergraduates at Rockford College. Byrne and Cindy ventured off to Connecticut so he could complete his MFA at Yale, and with a successful career started under the lights in the theaters of New York City, followed by performances on stage throughout the country, then made the decision to return shortly after they welcomed their son, Dane, to the world. Rockford was the place to raise his son, and returning to the college that served as the catalyst to love and a marriage and a baby carriage would turn out to be a career change that most certainly determined his fate. Each year, we hope this momentous ceremony takes place seamlessly. But as you can imagine, there are a lot of moving pieces and parts that must come together behind the scenes to make everything come off seemingly without a glitch. One of those pieces is planning for the unexpected, like what happens if your commencement speaker suddenly becomes ill or misses a flight or is unable to keep their obligations for some reason. And in recent years, we've had some pretty close calls. I double-checked as we were getting ready today to make sure Byrne was indeed here, healthy, and ready to go. But now we have another dilemma. You see, we have been very fortunate to have Byrne with us, ready to speak, not just this year, but for many years. Byrne comes to every commencement ceremony with a script discreetly tucked in his pocket, just in case the speaker debacle becomes a reality. It is most appropriate this year that we ask Byrne to spruce up that speech in his pocket and share his reflections with you today. Byrne will be stepping down from his current position at the end of this academic year, and all of those 45 years and 11 generations of connections and intersections have coalesced into a unique and valuable story to be told only in the way that Byrne can. We thank Byrne for providing today's address, and I mean I really thank Byrne, because to my knowledge there is no backup today. It was pretty risky on our part, but quite worth it. We'll work on getting a backup for next year, and now it is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Byrne Sundstedt.
Thank you. It was longer than my speech. It could have been longer than my speech. I don't think so. Well, thank you, President Fulcomer, and a sincere welcome to all our graduates on this most special day of celebration and grace. Apologies to the stage party for the screen hanging above your heads, but I need to share some really neat images with our students who I asked to indulge me for just a second, because it occurred to me one morning when I was putting all this together that I will want to remember you. And I will want to remember you, and since I've got this unique presence here on stage, I just want to capture this moment. So if you could all smile. Oh, you look great. Yeah. Yeah, you look good. But unfortunately, at my age, every picture I take looks like my grandfather. I want you to remember me, but I'm not entirely selfless, because, quite frankly, I want you to remember me. I don't want to be that guy whose name you search for in the deep recesses of your mind some 20 years from now when the group topic at a fancy dinner party shifts to, so, who spoke at your graduation, right? So, here it goes. The name is Sundstedt. Byrne Sundstedt, 77. And that's not 1877. The most memorable commencement speaker in the history of the world. Now that I've set myself up for some severe commencement shaming, someone should at least take a picture of me against this so you can spread it all over social media. Good. Today, we celebrate your commencement from Rockford University. No matter what your point of departure from us on this day, either as an undergrad or a graduate student, you are facing the prospect of altered lives, made possible by virtue of your personal achievement and graduation this afternoon. This is the 164th such event in our history. Through all that time, one thing has remained constant. We, all of us, from 1847 to the present, students, parents, family, faculty, staff, alumni, trustees, we have all coalesced to live and become part of a wonderful learning environment. So, how did we get all these words? They look kind of familiar. And just what sustains us as we approach our second century? This is my take. All of what we are here to enjoy today was made possible by the creation of this simple document and we humans who embody its spirit. This is the charter of Rockford Female Seminary, dated 1847. This is our permission slip, our permit to teach and learn. Now, unfortunately, the screenshot you see before you is not that of the actual signed charter. No, this is like a cajillion times better. It's like a charter on steroids, because this is a copy of the charter's working draft. I stumbled into it about a month and a half ago from the archivist at Beloit College. He said, I've got this really great document you might want. And I said, that'd be great. And as close as I can tell, seriously, until about 15 seconds ago, this has been seen by fewer than 100 people ever in 171 years. It's like, I think, the Grail Knight in Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail. It's just been sitting there quietly, stoically, in an acid-free folder and amid the papers of the Beloit College archives, waiting to be revealed to the world. It's kind of sexy, isn't it? This is written in the hand of Joseph Emerson. He was a Beloit College professor at the time and our seminary's first commencement speaker, and the great-granduncle of my very special guest, the Venerable George Ann Hinchliffe Eggers, Trustee Emerita and member of the Rockford College class of 1949. Thank you for coming, George Ann. I love you. This document was composed by a working committee over a 5-year period. Yeah, that floored me too. Apparently, just like today, even 171 years ago, the work of college committees has to last at least 5 years. Who knew? But seriously, as you can see, it's peppered with insertions and deletions and proudly displays the wounds and bandages of love and care made in its creation. Just what does this document mean? What did it mean to the people of this region in 1847? And what does it have to do with us in 2018? To me, it's all about sacrifice and a brave commitment. First of all, in 1847, the city of Rockford was still 5 years away from official incorporation. Its first non-native inhabitants had only arrived some 13 years earlier. The city was struggling and divided. In fact, its founder, Germanicus Kent, had already failed in his effort to build a new life in this pioneer community, returning to his home state back east. But the concept of a Rockford Female Seminary seemed to be the one thing that most people could agree on. It was viewed as an asset to give the fledgling town of Rockford something to set itself apart from the rest. And with towns like Mactown and Elgin and Freeport and Belvedere vying to grab the seminary for their villages, collectively, concerned citizens of Rockford put up $10,000, the equivalent of $286,000 in today's economy, just to secure an available charter that was made to set up a seminary somewhere in this region. In fact, if you look closely, you can see that the word Rockford had been inserted at a later date with a slightly darker ink into a line space that could accommodate a longer name and title. Such was the fluidity of circumstances in northern Illinois at the time. But with that commitment, on February 25, 1847, the trustees of Rockford Female Seminary entered into this written, final, it's a copy, don't worry, and formal agreement with the state of Illinois that said they could and would create, protect, nurture an institution of higher learning that allowed for the free exchange of thought. Wow, that's a powerful and enduring pledge, not to be taken lightly. And as the trustees sitting behind me can attest, in their sacrifice and commitment to you, it hasn't. Allow me to help crystallize for you the Rockford University that this charter represents, as I see it, in the most human of terms, reflected in you and me and Grace, and just how you can play a part in inheriting, adapting, and living its legacy for your own personal advantage. A funny thing happened to me 19 years ago. I attended a funeral. It was the funeral of, to me, one of our most memorable alumni, Miss Grace Grimmett, from the class of 1934. She thrived for 87 years. I knew her for the last 9 of those years. There was nothing about Grace's life that our glory-driven society would categorize as remarkable, and yet she was remarkable. And if you allow me to mangle some skateboarding slang that dates back all the way to 1983 in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Grace was sick. She lived her life like other alumni, in part guided by the Rockford University legacy that is sick, the elements of which are service, integrity, community, and knowledge. Grace was a high school teacher of history and geography, and because of her lifelong work as an educator and community volunteer, she directly and intimately served others with unquestioned integrity in an engaged community of people while tirelessly receiving and imparting knowledge. For me, the most memorable thing about Grace was that she embodied her name. She was graceful. She knitted these little ornamental mittens with her own hands. They're pictured up here. By the way, I've made a copy of the pattern that she used to make these mittens, and it's available out on the bar in the lobby. You can grab them. I've got about 100 of them, so just take one. But these mittens were her signature. Everyone can attest to that. It's a symbol of her own personal legacy. And come Christmas time, she seemed to have an endless supply of them, stuffed in the bottomless pockets of whatever coat she was wearing at the time she ran into you, or better yet, your child. For children held a special place in the heart of Grace Grimmett. At the theater or a concert, if she saw a child she knew or was about to meet for the first time, a nurturing and truly interested smile would cross her face, and like David Blaine, she would produce a fresh pair of mittens and press them gently into the hands of her new special friend. And with that one act, she not only defined herself, but she secured an immediate and permanent place in another human's heart. I know this to be true because when I told our son then that Grace, the mitten lady, had passed away, a strange look of sadness, fulfillment, and grace crossed his face for at least 15 seconds, an eternity for an 11-year-old. Yes, Grace had died. And since in her words, Rockford College was the springboard from which I enjoyed such a great life and career, she left a $234,000 monetary legacy to the university so that your lives could be better from her generosity. Yes, let's stop and think about that for a second. A woman you never met helped fuel the engine of this university to enrich your lives and make this day possible, just as I hope all of you will do to some extent or another in the years to come. It's about a commitment and a sacrifice in honor of those who came before and in hope for those that follow. But even more enduring, Grace left an inheritance more human in nature among the thousands with whom she came in contact. From the classroom and beyond, who knows how many people have been directly or indirectly influenced by Grace Grimmett, such as the sequential pattern of life and the potential that you have to influence the lives of others far into the future. Now, on to the funeral. On that August day in 1999, Grace was also taking a symbol of Rockford University to her grave. For around her neck was the Talcott Cross. The Talcott Cross is named for Fanny Jones Talcott, member of Rockford Female Seminary class of 1860. It is the highest award that an alumna of Rockford University can receive for demonstrated constancy and devotion to her alma mater over a fair number of years. Mrs. Talcott was sick. She was the embodiment of service, integrity, community, and knowledge. And because she was the sickest, we created an award to define the disease that infects us all. Now, since I always like to sit up front for everything, just before the memorial service started, I turned around to see what I thought was an uncommonly large crowd in attendance for the funeral of an 87-year-old woman. But I suppose that spoke to the quiet influence that Grace had on those with whom she came in contact. And one of the most dominant features of the assembled crowd was an equally uncommon amount of purple. Purple pins, purple shoes, purple hats, purple hair, blouses with purple accents, purple suits. They're all serving as public demonstration of the purple blood that pumped through all our purple little hearts, connecting all the purple people to each other and our purple alma mater. Now, officiating at this service was an innocent, unassuming Southern gentleman, 2 months new to this area, a poor fellow. He was a chaplain at Wesley Willows, the senior living facility in which Grace had passed away, truly an earnest man who before the service was nervously checking all the factual information about a woman he knew differently than we, perhaps even deeper than we, for he knew her at the end times, the time of comfort and release. Once started, he talked about being new to the area, making comments about cold weather that Southerners always feel compelled to make. And as he was relating Grace to the assembled, Grace's accomplishments, he came upon that portion of his address when he talked about the jewelry around Grace's neck, the Talcott Cross. He said, "But the crowning moment of Grace's life was when she was awarded the Talcott Cross, the symbol of the college legacy and the highest award given to an alumna by the Alumni Association of Rock Valley College." Yeah. Rock Valley College. It felt like the room was going to implode. All the purple people, as if made one by the scandalous remark, took a collective inhalation of breath that almost robbed the entire room of its life-giving oxygen. It was the first time in all my years of funeral going, and I go to a lot of funerals, it's part of my job, that I actually heard an audible gasp from the congregation. As I look back, mine was less of a gasp than it was a grunt. And then a pained look took alien possession of my face, now momentarily frozen by the preacher's verbal flatulence. I half expected 3 or 4 of the mourners to storm the pulpit and beat the little rebel senseless. And given the age of some of the women in attendance and the amount of apoplexy coursing through their bodies, I thought for sure we'd be attending another funeral or 2 before the day was over. But if you remember, truth, our veritas, and its byproduct, decorum, the decus that goes with our veritas, are characteristics left to all Rockford University graduates. And although the relationship between parson and parishioner was inexorably destroyed, peace eventually fell over the congregation, and Grace was laid to rest without further incident or acrimony. It's not that anyone held ill will for Rock Valley College, certainly not. It's a fine institution. I worked there myself. And many of you graduating today are proud to call RVC your home. It's just that as I look back, everyone in the funeral parlor that day had lived long enough. Believe me, some of them had lived long enough. And was aware enough to know consciously or not, that it is this charter that held them all together. And since we are bound by this charter, we are the owners, guardians, and cultivators of a community ethic unique to this institution because of the unique people who are here and the unique people who helped create that ethic. This paper allows us to belong. And because of the sacrifice made in its creation, you now have the opportunity to maintain membership in a close and supportive cultural and intellectual community. Never again in your lives will you be so connected to so many people at one time as you are on this day. Embrace that. Exploit it to the best of your advantage. There are too many positive forces at work to pry you from the benefit it can bring. As you embark on the next phase of your personal journey, stay connected to each other and embrace every moment of your life as an opportunity to be sick, be of service to others, demonstrate integrity and decorum in your personal relationships, become engaged in your community, receive or impart knowledge. Now, above all, do not look at your education here as an end unto itself. Strive to become the best accountant and the best colleague, become the best CEO and the best mothers and fathers. Because of this simple document, we are forever tied. But you don't have to lose yourself or your identity in the use and application of its mandates and principles. Grace didn't, believe me. She added to it. She played it as if it was a piece of music, used the elements of her own character to assimilate and fruitfully use the legacy that had been left to her by those who came before. Now is the time for you to do the same. Yes, Grace is dead. And yet because of her actions on earth, because now through me she has been able to so completely become part of your hearts here today, because you have been able to see her reflection in your image, she is able to remain here on earth. The same can hold true for you with a life well lived, with intention and purpose. In closing, like Grace, I challenge you to consciously develop your own personal signature and legacy, be it through tangible acts or a figurative ethos. Create your own personal signpost, identifiable and unique to you, but supported by the construct of your families and our dear university. And as Grace did with her mittens, take the time to intentionally press your legacy and your spirit into the hands and hearts of those with whom you commune. It will come back to you tenfold. Enjoy yourself as you process into the next phase of your life and times. Thank you.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. nothing to kill or die for, no, and no religion too, no. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. We'll live as one.
Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Rockford University is one of 11 institutions in the state of Illinois that houses a Phi Beta Kappa chapter and one of only 286 chapters in the country. The prestigious Phi Beta Kappa Society, the nation's oldest and largest academic honor society, was founded on December 5th, 1776, by 5 students at the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia. Since then, Phi Beta Kappa has evolved to become the nation's leading advocate for the liberal arts and sciences at the undergraduate level. The Society's distinctive emblem, a golden key, is widely recognized as a symbol of academic achievement. Our Rockford University chapter was started under the presidency of Mary Ashby Cheek in 1953. Each year, we recognize the Phi Beta Kappa member who has the highest cumulative grade point average. This year's recipient of the 2018 Phi Beta Kappa Prize is Amy Quintero. Amy.
At this time, I would like to call upon Bern Sundstedt to come forward again to offer a greeting to the graduates. Vice President Sundstedt.
Thank you. This is what I usually do. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your special day. I offer congratulations on behalf of the Alumni Association, an organization comprised of nearly 16,000 purple people from around the world, many of whom are in attendance this afternoon, some of whom are graduating today from Rockford University for the second time. The stories of achievement shaped by members of the association are well documented, from a Nobel laureate to pioneers in social work and medicine to teachers of the year, from inventors of modern technologies to entrepreneurs to leaders of corporations and nonprofits. Ordinary and extraordinary individuals who their thought and actions have changed the lives of those with whom they came in contact and therefore make widely known the reputation and excellence of Rockford University. They are the faceless individuals who in thought, word, and deed have assisted you during your time here through their contributions of time, talent, and treasure. I challenge you to join them in the coming years to help support the succeeding generation of students with an even greater commitment. Just make sure we have your current email address. In a few moments, you will receive your diploma, then you will cross the stage to receive from me a simple yet durable purple embroidered luggage tag, compliments of the Alumni Association. It's actually kind of classy, and not in a Ron Burgundy kind of way. It is our hope that as you use it in the coming years and as it finds its rightful place in only the best airport luggage carousels around the world, that you will increasingly see your own face reflected in the legacy it represents. Congratulations, and we'll see you at this year's homecoming, October 5 and 6.
It is now my great pleasure to present the 2018 candidates for degrees. Candidates, on behalf of the faculty, I congratulate each of you on the successful completion of your program of formal study. May you continue to build upon the record of achievement that has brought you here today, guided always by the knowledge and values imparted to you by the faculty and staff of Rockford University. As you cross the stage, you will be congratulated by Board of Trustees Chair Keeley and President Fulcomer. As you exit the stage, Vice President Sundstedt will present you with a gift from the Alumni Association and greet you as the newest alumni of Rockford University. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, please rise and come forward. Jose Alvarez, Spanish. Blanca Nancy Arellano, Early Childhood Education, Non-Licensure. Gavin Allen Arthur, English Literature, cum laude. Andrea L. Bent, Business Administration, Marketing, magna cum laude. Lynn Ellen Blakely Snyder, Business Administration, minor psychology, summa cum laude. Miguel Angel Cortez, psychology, cum laude. Almira Demirovic, human development, childhood and adolescent. Taylor Marie Gonzalez, human development, childhood and adolescent. Leslie Renee Russell Hopp, special education, McLeish Scholar. Elizabeth Ann Juergens, English literature. Stephen J. LaRue, English. Holly J. Lutmer, elementary education, cum laude. Noah Nathaniel Nyber, history, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Anna Renee Nicholson, English literature, summa cum laude. Abigail Faye Nillis, biology. Giovanna Alexandra Ortega, early childhood education, non-licensure. Amy Quintero, human development, childhood and adolescent, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Olivia Ramos, physical education, non-licensure. Mercedes Sanchez, psychology. Alexis F. Scherer, history. Olivia Breland Stevens, business administration, marketing, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Fulcomer, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements, after examination of their academic records and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the university faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated women and men. Congratulations.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts, please rise and come forward. Taylor McKay Barnes, dance, cum laude. Alicia Singhi Beston, theater, musical theater, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Kira Lynn Burke, theater, musical theater. Jenny Lynn Katarina. Jenny Lynn has earned 2 degrees. This is her first. Theater, acting and directing, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Jared W. Jang, art, graphic design. Darius Lamont Lambert, theater, acting and directing. Kyle James McCaffrey, Theater, Acting, Directing, McLeish Scholar. Margaret Christine McGraw, Art, 2D Studios, summa cum laude. Rosa Pasillas, Art, Graphic Design, cum laude. Jamie Lee Quist, Art, Graphic Design, summa cum laude. Kyle Ransom Rainey, Theater, Acting, Directing, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Searcy, Theater, Musical Theater, summa cum laude. Emily Marie Tote, Theater, Technical Design, Theater, magna cum laude. Anna Margaret Genesius Weichert, double major, Theater, Acting, Directing, Dance, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Fine Arts candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Folkelmer, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements, after examination of the respective academic records and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the university faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated women and men. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise and come forward? Thank you. You're doing well. Todd Matthew Alberts, Business Administration Management. Abdul Malik Al-Sumari. Abdul Rahman Al-Shahidi, Computer Science, Management Information Systems. Octavia L. Angaron, Political Science. Madeline Lauren Bach, double major, Business Administration, Management, Economics, Finance. Joshua Onyx Baez, Psychology. Peter Lee Andrew Barry, Physical Education, Sports Management. Jennifer Sheree Biondi, Business Administration. Krista Bjork, Psychology, magna cum laude. Trey Jordan Blumhorst, Physical Education. Thomas Ray Bolin, Anthropology, Sociology, Criminal Justice. Abigail Leanne Brandon, Physical Education, magna cum laude. Kramer M. Brandt, Physical Education, non-licensure. Carmen Ann Brenz, Human Development, Gerontology, cum laude. Madison A. Brinks, Accounting. Jamie Kathleen Beekner, Special Education, cum laude. Stephanie Burns, Special Education. Nathan Jeffrey Burris, Physical Education, Sports Management. David Orlando Camacho, Business Administration, Management. Christopher Stephen Carlson, Physical Education, Sports Management. Megan Elizabeth Carlson, Early Childhood Education. Jenny Lynn Katarina, earned 2 degrees. This is her second, Mathematics, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Fernanda Chavez, Biology, Organismal. Heather Marie Clark, Human Development, Childhood and Adolescent. Rachel Cherie Clendenning, double major, Accounting, Business. Alexandra Collins, Physical Education, summa cum laude. Charlene K. Croyle, Accounting, McLeish Scholar. Nolan William Cusimano, Special Education, cum laude. Callie Jo Damkin, Elementary Education. Amanda Kathleen Davis, Human Development, Childhood and Adolescent. Carla Mariela de la Mora, Early Childhood Education, Non-Licensure, cum laude. Robert Grant Isley, Business Administration, Finance. Haley N. Eklund, Business Administration, Management. Malcolm Engelbrecht, Biology, Organismal, magna cum laude. Kirsten Marie Finley, Biology, Ecology, Evolution, summa cum laude, Honors Program in Liberal Arts and Sciences. Ryan Gregory Fiorucci, Physical Education. Amanda Malie Flugel, Elementary Education. Tyler Richard Fowler, Physical Education, cum laude. Brady Dylan Frank, Physical Education, Sports Management. Rhonda J. Friend, Biology, Organismal. Gloria Garcia, Business Administration, McLeish Scholar. Talea Nichelle Gordon Scott, Anthropology, Sociology. Cassidy Jean Hansen, Biology, Organismal, cum laude. Amanda Elizabeth Harn, Accounting, CPA. Liberty Ray Hartman, Elementary Education, cum laude. It is tradition at Rockford University that a degree candidate may receive his or her diploma from an employee or trustee of the university who is a relative. Helping present Evan's diploma is his mother, Kim Hartwig, Assistant Professor of Nursing. Evan Michael Hartwig, History. Jonathan Hernandez, Anthropology, Sociology, Criminal Justice, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Rebecca Ann Hoekstra, Human Development, Childhood and Adolescent. Tyler Ryan Holmquist, Anthropology, Sociology, Criminal Justice. Craig Eugene Hoyle, Psychology. Nathan Curtis Hultman, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Blaze B. Humphrey, Physical Education. Nicholas Christian Hutton, Business Administration, Marketing, cum laude. Tiffany Ann Iser, Psychology. Lauren Ashley Johnson, biochemistry, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Pajane Rodnisha Key, physical education, sports management. Emily Ann Kilberg, human development, childhood and adolescent, cum laude. David Allen Kingsbury, mathematics, magna cum laude. Anya Kuyan, business administration management, cum laude. Ayana Simone Landfair, business administration, marketing. Robert Keith Latham II, human development, childhood and adolescent. Rachel Elizabeth Legro, business administration, finance, McLeish scholar. Spencer Charles Lentz, physical education, sports management. Zachary Ryan Lentz, physical education, exercise science. Donna Lynn Lawrence, elementary education. Melissa Macias, business administration. Alma Areli Mandujano Negrete, business administration, finance. Lindsay Marie Mason, elementary education, summa cum laude. Tony Elaine McCluskey, early childhood education. Kyra T. McDonald, McConnell, physical education, exercise science. Anastasia Veronica Miller, elementary education. Audra Hale Miller, double major, anthropology, sociology, criminal justice, psychology, cum laude. Michael Craig Molencup, business administration. Matthew Adam Murray, economics, finance, magna cum laude. Nicholas Matthew Neighbor, biology, organismal. Alexandra Marie Newton, accounting, magna cum laude. Melinda Ann Nielsen, business administration. Heather Marie O'Connor, psychology. Ajibola Oki Diran, business administration, marketing. Tyler Joseph, all now, computer science, enterprise application software, cum laude. Alexis Renee Olson, business administration management, summa cum laude. Vanessa Lynn Ostrander, biology, organismal. Kirti and Patel, business administration, finance, summa cum laude. Julie Lynn Peterson, business administration, management. Casey Lee Pettit, biology, ecology, evolution, magna cum laude. Connor Edward File, accounting. Nate Phillips, physical education, sports management. Jonathan Ponce Quiras, computer science, web development. Joseph Riley Bennett Preston, physical education, sports management. Allison Page Christ, history, magna cum laude. Nicholas Ramos, accounting. Austin Lloyd Redeker, computer science, enterprise application software. Whitney Christine Reed, elementary education, summa cum laude. Kyle Alexander Rower, history. Joseph Anthony Romano, physical education. Ana M. Sanchez, Early Childhood Education, non-licensure. Karina Lino Sanchez, Business Administration, Management. Frederick A. Sims, Business Administration, Management. Evan J. Slaughter, Business Administration, Management, cum laude. Stephen Michael Steiner, History, cum laude. Alexandra Joanne Story, Accounting. Colin Michael Sullivan, Business Administration, Management. Nathan Carl Talmadge, Business Administration, Management. Benjamin David Tomrowski, Business Administration, Management. Courtney Lynn Telmany, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Tony Tone Tu, Biochemistry, cum laude. Robert Frederick Treadwell, Physical Education, Sports Management. Ivana Uba Paraparovic, Business Administration, Finance. Taggart Anthony Eric Venegas, Biology, Organismal, magna cum laude. Amnesty Emerald Kalin, Psychology. Jared Isaac Matthew Wilson, Political Science, Constitutional Studies, and a veteran. Michelle Margaret Whitwer, Human Development, Childhood and Adolescent. Erica Dawn Yancey, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Mickey Zeng, Accounting, magna cum laude. Sean Brennan Zuba, Special Education. Bachelor of Science candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Folkemer, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements after examination of the respective academic records and following the recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the university faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated women and men. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Management Studies please rise and come forward?
Am I saying most of them right? Am I going too fast?
Brittany Ann Arts, Management Studies. Erica Marietta Davis, Management Studies. Megan Nicole Devine, Management Studies, summa cum laude. Bradley Jason DeVlager, Management Studies. Megan Quayle Dirks, Management Studies. John Burton Finley III, Management Studies, cum laude. Spencer Thomas Gould, Management Studies, cum laude. Dana L. Hyatt, Management Studies. Justin Andrew Lee, Management Studies. Helping present Sean's diploma is his wife, Kelsey Marks, Student Advocate in SAS. Sean Ryan Mark, Management Studies, cum laude. James Christopher Reeder, Management Studies, magna cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Riley, Management Studies, cum laude. Tammy F. Roby, Management Studies. Alexis R. Sample, Management Studies, cum laude. Emily Rebecca Stevens, Management Studies, summa cum laude. David Edwin Waldner, Management Studies, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Management Studies candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Fulcomer, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements after examination of the respective academic records and following the recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree Bachelor of Science in Management Studies.
Upon the recommendation of the university faculty and the authority vested in me by the Rockford University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science in Management Studies with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated women and men. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise and come forward? Jocelyn Acuna, Nursing. Selena Marie Erigreen, Nursing, cum laude. Arlinda Ashiku, Nursing, McLeish Scholar. Jessica Louise Bergman, Nursing, magna cum laude. Amanda Michael Black, Nursing, cum laude. Eva Dorota Bijangam, Nursing. Caitlin Victoria Setch, Nursing, cum laude. Catherine Lynn Deaco, Nursing, cum laude. Catherine Lynn Dorwalt, Nursing. Sasha Ernisha Evans, Nursing, magna cum laude. Fernando J. Fustero, Nursing. Nicole Marie Gunterberg, Nursing, McLeish Scholar. Caitlin Marie Hart, Nursing. Michael Allen Hawkins Jr., nursing. Danielle Caitlin Katner, nursing. Julia Frances Kelly, nursing, McLeish Scholar. Stephanie Nicole Kenworthy, nursing. Riley Marie Kleeman, nursing. Jessica Ann Klein, nursing, cum laude. Connie Lynn Katecki, nursing, magna cum laude. Carrie Lynn Lustig, nursing. Veronica Martinez, nursing, cum laude. Crystal Jean McKinney, nursing. Nicole Taylor Melson, nursing. Abigail Mercado, nursing. Elena Lee Morrill, nursing. Maria Elena Moreno, nursing. Elizabeth Lee Myers, nursing, McLeish Scholar. Kenji Nugent, nursing. Yoshi Nugent, nursing, McLeish Scholar. Nicole Marie Patnow, nursing, McLeish Scholar. Carly Renee Rapp, nursing. Hope Elizabeth Riley, nursing, McLeish Scholar. Nicholas Ray Seeley, nursing, cum laude. Brogren Ashley Seiler, nursing. Lauren R. Spitsness, nursing. Brianna K. Stout, nursing. Haley Sharon Taylor, nursing. Rosa Mercedes Pinajero, nursing. Jenna Christine Vitale, nursing, cum laude. Brianna Paige Violet Wadley, nursing. Margaret Grace Wagoner, nursing. Timothy Dwayne Washington Jr., nursing. Katie Jean Willis, nursing, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Nursing candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Fulcomer, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements after examination of the respective academic records and upon recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Upon the recommendation of the university faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and welcome you to the honorable company of educated women and men. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching please rise and come forward? Janelle Nicole Benson, Secondary Education. Emma Caitlin Barrett, Special Education. Benjamin Michael Bracken, Secondary Education. Leslie J. Briefeld, Secondary Education. Michael Andrew Seferati, Secondary Education. Mitchell Jordan Faith, K-12. Matthew James Hamill, Secondary Education. Karen Tamhill Hardy, Education. Lisa Dawn Eisted, Instructional Strategies. Samantha Marie Kays, Special Education. Sarah Lynn Miner, K-12. Yuritsi Maria Moctezuma, Elementary Education. Carrie Marie Weirda Schmidt, Education. Maurice D'Angelo Smith, Secondary Education. Amber Nicole Smith Needham, Instructional Strategies. Paige Elizabeth Venstrom, Instructional Strategies. Christy Nicole Weichman, K-12. Alexander Henry Sterrett, Education. Master of Arts in Teaching candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Fulcomer, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements, after examination of their respective academic records and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree Master of Arts in Teaching.
Upon the recommendation of the university faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Arts in Teaching with all of the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration please rise and come forward? Nicole Anderson, Business Administration. Mustafa Baba, Business Administration, Finance. Shamaran Benjamin, Business Administration. Olga Billick, Business Administration. Christopher Bruce Crane, Business Administration. Adam Brent Crowley, Business Administration. Danielle Renee Fertitta, Business Administration. Jojo Jendenbrotter, Business Administration, Entrepreneurship. Tracy Lynn Hallbrader, Business Administration, Management. Salih Nazal Hanoush, Business Administration. Steve Ivan Emeritus, Business Administration. Christopher Johnson, Business Administration. Axel Arnold Loesch, Business Administration, Finance. Jordan Lauren Luce, Business Administration. Shannon Patrick Milligan, Business Administration. Audrey Jane Mora, Business Administration. Ella Marie Nelson, Business Administration. Tanya Sue Nicholson, Business Administration. Courtney Ann Parsons, Business Administration. Ryan Katarina, Business Administration. Deanna Marlene Sago, Business Administration. Emilio Salgado, Business Administration. Ian Christopher Sievert, Business Administration. Joseph Roland Taducci, Business Administration. Master of Business Administration candidates, please remain standing. Dr. Folcomer, for those candidates who have fulfilled all academic requirements, after examination of the respective academic records and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I recommend that these candidates be awarded the degree Master of Business Administration.
Upon the recommendation of the university faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Rockford University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Business Administration with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to introduce Student Government Association Senior Senator Vanessa Ostrander, who will present a message on behalf of our graduates today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Vanessa Ostrander.
Thank you, Dr. Mahalio. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, alumni, family, friends, and of course, fellow graduates. I want to thank you all for assisting us in our journey from the very first day to our last. Graduates, we have been through a great deal of change in our time at Rockford University. There were some challenges and sorrowful moments, and where it was hard to keep our heads up high. We lost some colleagues we called our friends, and a great professor that we adored. Some of us survived the great floods of Emerson Hall and the 5100 building, woken up to numerous false fire alarms in Cummings, countless close calls with the geese and other wild animals roaming around campus. We had days and nights that were filled with assignments that we waited until the last minute to do, of course, followed by the doubt if we really wanted to follow through with the major we have chosen. But with the lows, we had many highs. We got to see a new university president come into office. Students band together to start the movement to celebrate the lives of the students we lost and to showcase the many talents we have at this university. We got to experience the grand opening of the new student center and reveal the new Reggie mascot. Many of the academic buildings got a facelift. The addition and the removal of those horrible speed bumps that even security hated. We got praised for the excellent work we done in our classes and the hours of demanding hard work that's spent on our events for clubs and organizations. With the ever-changing circumstances we have all faced, we grounded ourselves in friendship, academics, community, and self-improvement. Looking back at my first day at Rockford University, I would have never thought that I would meet such incredible people. Worked at the admissions office as a tour guide, became an orientation leader, been part of the Jane Addams Center for Civic Engagement, worked as an RA, became senior senator of SGA, and to be able to have the chance to congratulate my fellow colleagues at graduation. I see so much hope and potential as I look throughout the crowd. All of us will go through our own challenges after we leave here today. Some may be bad and some may be good, but we can't fear what is to come. We must remember it's always darkest before the dawn. All of our blood, sweat, and tears we have had led to this moment, but the sun has risen. The sun has finally risen, Regents, so let's roar. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Would all graduates please stand? For those who just received their undergrad degrees, please join me by moving your tassel from the right side to the left side. Graduates, please remain standing for the benediction given by Professor Sharp.
Let us pray. Source of all love and all life, we ask you to bless our graduates with wisdom, love, and faith. Foster in their hearts an ever-deepening respect for all your creation. Give them a quick concern for their neighbor while understanding that service is the key to a meaningful life. May they have the courage to look deeply and honestly into the hearts of others, for that is where they will find the highest good. May they learn to risk the kind of love that brings life to their world. Divine Creator, keep them focused on making a life rather than a living, so that throughout their life's journey, the depth of their character will be measured by the size of their hearts. And may God bless, and may the God of many names bless them today and all of their days to come. Amen.
Thank you, Professor Sharp. Graduates, please remain standing. It is now time to formally conclude our celebration with two unique and time-honored traditions, our bell and our song. This bell first belonged to Rockford Female Seminary's first president, Anna Peck Sill, who would walk the halls on the campus and ring this bell at the beginning and the end of each day. Her spirit is still with us as her bell and her very tradition has carried on since our very beginnings. Today, we carry on Anna Peck Sill's tradition and ring this bell not only when students enter as first-year students at orientation, but also close this chapter in their lives, transitioning from Rockford University students to Rockford University alumni. Class of 2018, we're all tremendously proud of you, and we'll watch with great anticipation as you commence your lives in the world as graduates of Rockford University. Graduates, would you please now turn and face the audience? Family and friends, I present to you the class of 2018. Okay, graduates, you can turn back around. And now the singing of our institutional song. Professor Tim Adams, will you please lead us in the singing of Decus?
Audience, please stand and join me and the graduates in singing of our university song.
Our strong bond shall ne'er be broken, formed that dear are you. Take we now a pledge unspoken, to thee will be true. Rockford, Decus, et Veritas, deep graven on each heart, will be fond, unwavering, true, till we from life must part.
Guests, please stand and remain at your seats as the platform party, faculty, and graduates recess from the auditorium.